Okay, next class is about masking, right? In Photoshop, masking is very important, right? So I'll explain what are masking. Suppose in Photoshop we have three type of masking are there. So first, masking, right? The one is layer masking. Layer masking. The two is, first I'll make this as vector masking. Vector masking, and the second is layer masking. Layer masking, and third is clipping mask. A clipping masking. Yeah, this is okay. Keep this aside. So first let us discuss what is masking. Masking is what some portions from the image we have to mask. Okay, so some unnecessary portions we are masking, right? So I'll explain. Yeah, three type masking is there: vector masking, layer masking, and clipping masking. First check the vector masking. Masking means covering, right? When you use mask to your face, some your nose and mouth can cover, right? The same way from image or any area, some unnecessary portion we are planning to mask, right? So let us check what is. Yeah, I'll take open, and suppose I'll use any image, interesting image. Let us check this one. Okay. Yeah. Next, what I'm doing, I'm planning first vector masking. Okay. So what are the vector tools in Photoshop? So pen tool and here shape tool. So vector, whatever you want to draw, okay, whatever you want to create. So generally we use this pen tool and suppose this shape tools, right? So these are the vectors, right? With vector tools, if you plan a mask, so that can be a vector mask, right? So I'll check with the ellipse tool. First take the ellipse tool here. Okay, so this is the ellipse tool. When you want to apply masking, you have to check the options bar here. So options bar, in options bar, options are showing shape, path and pixels. So options should be in path, not in shape. When you apply with the shape, it is showing fill color and stroke color and other things, right? Some other options, right? So but it must be in path. If you want to add the vector mask, it must be in the path. Okay, then with shift draw your area which are you want to draw, right? So then if you want to move this shape, this circle or ellipse, this one, so don't try with the move tool. If you use move tool, actually you are moving image, not the circle, right? So don't use move tool. Instead of that, to move path selection or otherwise paths, you must have to use path selection tool. See, the shortcut is A, the black arrow it is showing, right? You must use path selection tool, then you can move this around the area, or otherwise on keyboard by using right arrow or down arrow, left arrow, top arrow, as per your requirement you can use. Okay, so I placed as per my idea requirement. Okay, then after that what you have to do, come to your tool, ellipse tool, because we want to place a mask. Come to this ellipse tool, click on this and check the options bar here. Check the options bar here. It is showing if you want to make selection, make it selection, but here want to use mask, right? We are planning to apply mask. Click on the mask button here. So now see, it is masked. See, the side right side panels, it is showing the layers. So what is this? So this is your photograph and this is your mask, right? So your mask, your ellipse tool is covering the other portions from the image, only the ellipse area only showing image, other areas from the image not showing, right? Okay, and because after adding mask, the background here, the background is becoming a transparent grid. Okay, because under this nothing is there, so we have to add, we have to fill some layer or color, right? So how to do that? By choosing the new layer. So below this, see my cursor here, from right side from layer to below this, there is a plus button. After this is the delete layer, there is a plus button showing here. You are creating layer here, so click on this. You added a layer, new layer, that too empty layer. Okay, but it must be down because you want to fill background color. Background means back color, right? So drag this by using the left mouse, drag this and drop down. Okay, yes, choose the color here. So which color you want to take? So as you like. Suppose I am taking color from the picture, so I am using eyedropper tool. Eyedropper tool is this is, okay, the shortcut is I am using I on keyboard. Okay, take color, any bright color. Suppose this is the color I am taking, this the bright red. See, it is in foreground color, right? So then use the shortcut to fill foreground. What is that? Alt backspace. This is nice. We used Alt backspace and this is your background. Okay, and use the lock button because you already filled color. So for safe side, lock this one, right? And suppose come to top layer. Suppose see, with move tool, move this actually around the document and observe here what is happening here. So you are moving actually the photograph, but your mask also connected with this chain link, right? It is connected to photograph and both they are moving, right? Observe this one. Okay, so instead of that, what I will do, so disconnect the chain by pressing left click here. You disconnected that one. So now what will happen? Now see, move the photograph now. Now see, your photograph only moving. This mask is fixed there only. You are moving actual photograph and your interested area, whichever you want to place. Suppose you want to see the saree portion, or otherwise bangles, or otherwise this area, otherwise face area, you are choosing, right? After choosing, what I'll do again, click on this button. Now you are linking, right? So this is the vector masking because we are using vector shapes. Okay, so let us check. After that, what I'll do, I'll use a pen tool. Now we use the ellipse tool. Now I'm planning to use another photograph. So let us check. So any photograph, interesting photograph. I'll take this one. Yeah, open. This is one, right? So unlock this, and I'm using pen tool now. Okay, pen tool, and don't forget your options. In option bar, option should be in path. Okay, then check the points, click here and click here, and yes, randomly I'm using some shape. So here I'm using Alt, and suppose see how to use pen tool properly, right? There is a special the class is there, dedicated class. So see that class, then you will understand how to use a pen tool, right? So click this one. Okay, now if you want to edit that one, your path or otherwise these points, so segments, so use direct selection tool and click the individual points. Okay, so finally this is my shape with a pen tool. Okay, then come to your pen tool, right? So come to pen tool and check the mask button here. See, this is mask added. Nice, this is beautiful, right? Then under this, add new layer again. Suppose here I'm adding plus button here, the plus button here, it is added, and drag this to down. Okay, and fill color, any color, interesting color. This time I'm using some dark brown. Okay, and Alt backspace. See, this is nice, so beautiful. This is, and this is. Next, I'll use another a photograph. Suppose open this one. This time I'm using this. Open. Now what I'll do, so I'm using custom shape tool, because these are all the shape layers, right? So you can use any of your interested tool, right? This time I'm using custom shape tool. After clicking the custom shape tool, check the options bar. In options, the available shapes are there. Available shapes. Here we have different shapes are there. Okay, so wild animals are there, and if you want go with trees, suppose the tree, this is okay, and suppose I'll take this one. Yeah, this is okay. Now by using shift, why I'm using, I want proportionately, right? This is, and if you want to move this, use path tool. Okay, after that come to your custom shape tool and click on the mask button in options bar. Now see, this is your beautiful colorful flower tree, right? And then again add new layer here and drag that layer down and add any a color. This time I'll use any color, something like dark green and whatever your color. I'll choose this bit dark. Alt backspace I'm using. Now see, this is beautiful, right? So wonderful tree were created. Okay, next what we will do, many things we do here. So let us check. Now open this one. Okay, I'll take yeah, photograph, something like yeah, this I'll take, open. Okay, now I'm taking the duplicate of this, duplicate. Okay, carefully follow. I'm using Ctrl J for the duplicate, or otherwise right click on the layer and check the duplicate layer, right? But already I've taken this, right? So drag this duplicate layer down, okay, and close the visibility of this and come to top layer, okay. Then use ellipse tool. I'm using ellipse tool again, and I am using shift here. I'm using shift here, okay, to get the proportion as it is proportion, okay. And this is my area I want to place. Then come to your ellipse tool and add mask, okay, mask added, okay. And then what I'll do on the duplicate photograph visibility, now see, this is under the layer, the same photograph we placed, right? So now what I'll do, the top layer, mask layer, I reduce the opacity. Here this is the layer opacity. I reduce this one, reduce the opacity, okay. Yeah, sorry, not this one, because this is a layer, and down I'm using opacity down, the bottom layer, not the masked one, the bottom layer, duplicated layer. I reduce this one, okay, suppose 50, okay. And under this layer there is no fill layer, right? So because after reducing the opacity, the transparency it is showing. To fill that one, add new layer here, drag as a background down here, and fill any color. Suppose this time I'll take a white color, and fill with the Alt backspace. Now see, used Alt backspace, right? Or otherwise drag this middle layer down. Now see, this is your a white background layer. Over on that, this is the masked one, and if you want off the visibility of this one, and it is showing under the duplicate layer, right? Suppose drag this down under the mask layer, your duplicate layer should be there, and under that we are placing a white one. See, this can be a nice greeting card, okay. You can write any text, something like greetings. So take any color, greetings, greetings, okay. And you can take the font also, the new font. Yeah, this is nice looking. Yeah, greetings. Keep this here somewhere, or otherwise here, anywhere, okay. So these are the maskings, particularly vector masking. So generally these mask effects mostly where we use, mostly for the commercial designs, like any greeting cards, arches greeting cards, any greeting card, particularly movie posters and any brochures, posters, in any commercial designs, right? In particular in calendar designs mostly we use, right? So very important, right? So we use what? A vector masking. The next layer masking is there and clipping masking is there. I'll explain all this, okay. First practice this one, then you will understand, right? So this is the class for today, right? Thank you.